In today's news, OT Minister RUTLEY issues warning to the BVI. Legislators support prison initiative. Thomas and Smith win Grammy Awards. The BVITORS board partners with WINAIR for a giveaway. Red Flag Day at North Shore Beaches. CIBC unveils rebrand of CIBC Caribbean. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
Start the year off with more speed, more downloading, more savings, and more fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second, super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI CCT Fire and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
One Stop Auto, located in the R&R Malone Complex, Parkwood Pond, is having a huge liquidation sale on all inventory, excluding vehicles and genuine Toyota and Lexus parts. Get no less than 50% off all items on shelves and inventory room. Items such as car covers, steering wheel covers, wipers, sealants, chemicals, emergency cones, adhesives, license plates, frames, air filters, oil filters, front brakes, front rotors, rear rotors, radiators, shocks, and much more. A specific listing of all makes and models for which parts are available at liquidation prices will be posted on our Facebook page.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Monday, February 5th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for joining us, and a happy Monday's wish to each and every one of you. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, the Minister for the Americas, the Caribbean, and United Kingdom Overseas Territories, David RUTLEY MP, has issued a very stern warning to the British Virgin Islands government, stating that the UK will not hesitate to take further action if the implementation of the Commission of Inquiry recommendations continues to lag. The OT's minister landed in Rotown on Sunday, commencing a crucial visit to engage with Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalio D. Whitley and the government of the Virgin Islands. The primary focus of RUTLEY's visit is to receive an update on the progress of the COI reforms, to understand the challenges firsthand, and explore ways to expedite the delivery of the reforms. In a statement ahead of his arrival, Minister RUTLEY expressed a desire to witness a successful, thriving, and well-governed British Virgin Islands, and pledged to continue to support for the governor and people in achieving that goal. However, RUTLEY expressed concerns about the slow implementation of the recommendations from the COI into governance issues. RUTLEY assured that the UK stands ready to provide further technical assistance if necessary. However, he also emphasized that if progress remains lacking, the UK government will not hesitate to take further action to ensure the much-needed reforms are implemented. His Excellency Governor Daniel Pruce acknowledged the critical timing of the minister's visit and highlighted its significance in signaling the UK's interest and commitment to the success of the BVI. The new governor, Pruce, stressed that implementing the COI recommendations is essential for positive changes, including better access to services, a fairer society with opportunities for all, and a more accountable and transparent government. RUTLEY's visit to the territory is on the heels of the request of former Governor John Ranking, who in his last quarterly review report made a bid to the United Kingdom government for the position of governor to be granted expanded powers. Continuing on, in the local scene, Minister for Health and Social Development, the Honorable Vincent O. Wheatley, has voiced his support for rehabilitation initiatives at His Majesty's Prison. Honorable Wheatley, during a visit to the prison on February 1st, along with a Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly and Territorial At-Large Representative, the Honorable Stacey Mathar, emphasized the role of rehabilitation and successful reintegration of prisoners into the local community. Honorable Wheatley said, and I quote, "Embracing rehabilitation for prisoners is not merely an investment in their individual redemption. It is a commitment to rebuilding the foundations of our society. One restored life at a time. Therefore, he said, I am happy to see the efforts Mr. Kendall and his team here at His Majesty's Prison are putting in to facilitate the rehabilitation of our prisoners. The visit included the official handover of a brand new laptop computer to inmate Philip Powell. Mr. Powell has exhibited a keen interest in architecture and technical drawings and applied through the superintendent's office to the minister for assistance to enhance his skills in the areas. This initiative aligns with the prison's focus on providing educational and skill development opportunities to support successful reintegration into society. Honorables Wheatley and Mathar took the opportunity to inspect the recently expanded wood workshop, a key component of the prison's efforts to offer diverse resettlement activities. They visited the female wing, where meetings were held with both prisoners and staff, and also witnessed the positive outcomes of the ongoing clean and repainting program. Meanwhile, Honorable Mathar expressed his eagerness to further support prison initiatives, including supplying additional materials for woodwork project and facilitating the rollout of a chess activity, a program designed to teach logic and related social skills to prisoners through community organizations such as Unite BVI. Superintendent J. Kendall expressed his satisfaction with the progress made in prisoner resettlement activities in the last 2 months, stating, and I quote, "We are working hard to expand our offerings in vocational areas such as woodwork, welding, tailoring, as well as behavior change programs and formal education skills and qualifications." He said, "I am pleased that the ministers had the chance to witness firsthand the strides we are making through our Clean and Decent campaign to improve living and working conditions within the prison." Mr. Kendall thanked the minister and Honorable Mathar for their unwavering support for the prison service and the ongoing efforts towards prisoner rehabilitation. He added that the visit underscored the collaborative commitment to building a safer, more rehabilitative environment for all. Viewers, up next, we have more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service. Alright, do enjoy the rest of it. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Today, I am doing coral treatments with Beyond the Reef. Today, we are doing shark research. So today, we are doing whale research with Beyond the Reef. And wherever I go, I take CCT with me because my life is unlimited.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. On some very positive news, last night at the highly anticipated 66th Recording Academy's Grammy Awards, 2 Virgin Islanders took home Grammy Awards. They are U.S. Virgin Islander Theron Thomas and BVI Islander Danielle Smith. Theron Thomas won 2024 Songwriter of the Year. Theron has several massive hits under his belt this year, including Pretty Girls Walk, the virtual track performed by Big Boss Vet, Told Ya with Chloe and Missy Elliott, and Tyler's Been Thinking, among many others. Take a look at his reaction and acceptance speech.
Let's go! Listen, my name is Tyron Thomas. This award is for my father. Let me tell you something. I lose my father about 3 years ago to cancer. My father told me when I was 9 years old, Tyron, you gonna win a Grammy. And here's the show. My father was never a liar. The greatest man I ever lived. My manager Ray, my wife Aveda, I love you. My mother, my brother, all my friends, all my children. I don't wear them around my neck. I know I got 6 kids. And let me tell you something. I from a small island, 32 square miles. I moved to the States with $35 when I was 18. And I say, I gonna make it in music. I 41 years old, and guess what? Songwriter of the year, let we go! Virgin Islands in this mother, I don't know how we'll go on.
Additionally, he spoke about the journey thus far and what the year has been like.
I would say the journey been like exactly what we manifested and say we were going to do. You know what I mean? To some people, they may be surprised or they're like, oh man, I can't believe you're doing this here. But with all due respect, I know I was going to be here doing what I'm doing since I was 9 years old, you know. And the journey is everything that I thought it was going to be. And just coming from the Virgin Islands and coming from St. Thomas, just being able to get my creative ideas out and to share them with the world.
In a previous interview, Tyron and I sat down and he spoke about what it meant to be recognized and nominated for the Grammy Awards.
I mean, the morning of the nominations, you know, I was paying attention because this year is the first time they're having Songwriter of the Year award. And I really wanted to be nominated for that. So as I was looking and I was looking at the names and my name didn't pop up for that. So if you're watching the video, you're going to see me like, man, you know, and the nominations just keep coming. Like, I was like, wait, we nominated for this, we nominated for this, we nominated for this. You know, Lato got a nomination, obviously, for Big Energy, and that was exciting. And, you know, we just hit 7, and I was like, man, God is so good. I was so grateful. And if anybody that know me, I ain't really a big, like, celebrator. I always like to play like I 20 points behind in the game. And, yeah, I did. You know, I really do. And so I called my wife and I was like, yo, I want to celebrate. And for me, my celebration was I take my wife and kids and my mother and mother-in-law to a fancy restaurant. And I post those pictures as well. And we went out to eat and we laughed and we had a good time. And that was as big as my celebration got.
Department of Tourism Commissioner Joseph Bruschetti lauded Mr. Thomas for his enduring discipline that has led to such a pinnacle recognition. Bruschetti said, and I quote, "It is with great pride that we congratulate our very own Tyron Thomas. From an island paradise of just 32 square miles, he has gone on to receive the highest accolade in your field, adding to the ongoing amplification of Virgin Islands excellence. Naturally in rhythm is just a tagline. It's our people, and we thank you for sharing it with the world." Governor of the United States Virgin Islands, the Honorable Albert A. Bryan Jr., also praised the recording artist and songwriter, expressing immense pride in the accomplishments. Governor Bryan said, and I quote, "On behalf of the entire U.S. Virgin Islands, I want to congratulate Tyron Thomas on today's historic Grammy win. I stand with the entire territory in expressing immense joy as a native son takes center stage on the music industry's biggest stage." Smith, an engineer and producer, also won his Grammy Award for his work in the soundtrack for hit movie Barbie, and he shared his victory with the world. He said, and I quote, "And the Grammy goes to, Lord knows, I could say many things. This journey has not been an easy one for those who know. From sleeping on couches, sleeping in my car, and sleeping in studios, etc. To believe that I am now a Grammy Award-winning engineer from the BVI and Grenada is surreal. I'm very emotional writing this, but I just want to say, where man doubts, God sees potential, and saw potential I didn't even know I had myself. This is a testament to everyone out there chasing their dreams. Don't give up. I nearly quit years ago, but I kept pushing, and here we are. God is and always will be the greatest." He added, and I quote, "Grammy history was made today. Tyron Thomas brought home the Grammy for Best Songwriter, and I brought home the Grammy for Best Soundtrack compilation with Barbie, USVI and BVI history. Now, prior to the Grammys, Smith had professed that he would win, saying in a post, and I quote, "Grammys in 2 days. I'm bringing home that win for Barbie, the album in Jesus' name." Tweet4 Media extends our congratulations to both Tehran and Danielle on their success. The British Virgin Islands Tourist Board has launched an exciting new partnership with WINAIR to give away a BVI vacation package. The two organizations are teaming up on a promotional giveaway that will award round-trip flights, festival tickets, and island experiences in the British Virgin Islands to one lucky winner. Now, the giveaway is open to all passengers flying WINAIR between now and April 15th, 2023. Every WINAIR traveler will find a BVI branded fan placed in their seat back pocket. To enter, passengers just need to take a creative selfie posing with the fan during their flight and post it on Instagram or Facebook using the hashtag ExperienceBVI more in 2024. On April 15th, the Tourist Board will announce the randomly selected winner on their Facebook page. The prize includes round-trip airfare for two to the BVI courtesy of WINAIR, tickets for two to the BVI Rhythm Fest happening May 24 to 26, and several unspecified, unforgettable, and I quote, island experiences upon arrival. This comes amid continued growth in the relationship between the BVI and WINAIR. As per the most recent update from the Tourist Board, WINAIR, following an inaugural direct flight between the BVI and Antigua, as well as Barbuda in 2023, now also operates direct flights between the BVI and St. Martin and the BVI and St. Kitts and Nevis. Viewers, up next, we have more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Start the year off with more. More speed, more downloading, more savings, and more fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second. Super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI CCT Fire and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but here at 284 Media, we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. 284 Media proudly presents The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman with yours truly, Ron Grant, a show poised to help guide modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen. Don't worry, it's not all about suits and bow ties, but raw, real-life lessons that translate to grounded, community-minded, well-rounded men. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 5, a 284 Media production.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. 284 Media's Jaka Wooding recently visited two beaches dubbed by the Fire and Rescue Service as Tortola's most dangerous to observe activity on a red flag day, following the airing of concerns by Fire Chief Zebulon McLean during the Standing Finance Committee deliberations. She filed this report.
It is Wednesday, January 24th, 2024, and we are out in the field today to observe activity at Tortola's most dangerous yet still very popular beaches on the North Shore, namely Josiah's Bay and Smuggler's Cove. Red flags indicate danger. It is recommended to never swim when a red flag is flying. On the day in question, the beach safety advisory informed of a large northeast swell, wind force 4 to 5, with gusts force 6. It advised extreme care on all North Shore beaches due to high surf and rip currents. At Josiah's Bay, our team was unsure whether the lack of swimmers that day were a result of persons heeding the advisory or due to the rain experienced that morning. Conversation with people there suggested the latter and compounded previous reports that the beach had been growing in popularity as a stop of cruise ship visitors and day trippers. At Smuggler's Cove, our arrival coincided with that of 2 loads of tourists and a period of no rain, after which, despite 2 red flags in visible positions on the beach and visibly poor conditions, we observed people getting into the water, one going as far as to signal their group to the presence of a lifeguard, only one of 2 in the territory and the only one on the beach that day, before getting in. We also observed children left unattended at various points while playing in sloped sand away from their presumed guardian as large waves crashed on the shore. While those were our observations, what else is being said on the issue? A report by the Sister Islands Unit of the Office of the Deputy Governor that was leaked to the press in January 2023 reflected on the worrying situation surrounding a lack of lifeguards at the Baths National Park, a site known for having large groups of visitors at any given time. The report said, quote, "In 2022, Virgin Islands Fire and Rescue confirmed over 30 emergency calls at the Baths National Park. Seeing sometimes over 1,000 guests a day on cruise ship call days, it is imperative that lifeguards are placed at this location when the national park is open. However, there was a full plan developed for this program, but never implemented due to a lack of resources," end quote. The international community has also reflected on the matter in various forums. One instance is found on the BVI's Wikipedia page, which states, quote, "Unusually, the territory has one of the highest drowning mortality rates in the world, being higher than other high-risk countries such as China and India. 20% of deaths in the BVI during 2012 were recorded as drownings, all of them being tourists. Despite this, the territory's most popular beaches still have no lifeguard presence," end quote. As growth of the BVI's tourism product continues, beach safety and local capacity to respond to a large-scale emergency remains a concern. In a recent interview with 284 Media, Junior Minister for Culture and Tourism, the Honorable Luce Hod-Smith, reflected on the importance of safety for the tourism sector. While she couldn't go into detail in some instances, she said that work continues to build capacity within local agencies.
That is a very important aspect of it, safety, for sure, because you do want to be able to address the needs of people should there be such a major emergency. And I can't tell you exactly what the plans are now, but I do recognize that it's something that we need to address very, very soon in terms of having our emergency plans in place. I know through DDM, they encourage all ministries and all departments to have their emergency plans in place. So we definitely need a national or territorial emergency plan, and it's something that we definitely need to work on to ensure that, all our I's are dotted and T's are crossed in the event of an emergency.
Highlighting the continued efforts of the Department of Disaster Management, the junior minister stressed the importance of having stakeholders involved in emergency preparedness activities.
And the DDM, they do have, simulation exercises so that persons are readily available. For example, if there's a tsunami, they set up tsunami exercises where persons know where to go if there's a tsunami. I just have to find out if the hoteliers now and our industry people are involved in these exercises. And if they are not, then we have to ensure that they too have emergency plans in the event of emergency. And of course, we know that the airport, BVI Airports Authority, they do exercises from time to time, simulation exercises from time to time, where they set up their command center, emergency command center, and have a simulation exercise. So the simulation exercises are happening.
Recently, Fire Chief Zebulon McLean addressed the Standing Finance Committee on the untenable risks posed by lifeguard understaffing. It is generally recommended to have at least one lifeguard per 20 to 25 swimmers at beaches. With more tourists flocking to the territory's most dangerous beaches, the risk of drownings and injuries raises substantially without proper supervision. Reports are that one day prior to our Smuggler's Cove visit, beachgoers observed several rescues and near emergencies as the single lifeguard attended to a large crowd of visitors. Hod Smith said plans are in the works to address the lifeguard shortage.
I think we need to focus a bit more, though, on the lifeguards on our beaches, and that will come in place because we will be working on a beach management plan, and that, of course, would include having more lifeguards coming on board, because it's so important, it's so essential, especially during the time when we're experiencing the ground season. The ground season could be very dangerous, and for the tourists to understand, even if there isn't a lifeguard, and that doesn't equate to say that if there isn't a lifeguard on the beach, the flags are there, getting them to understand and promote the importance of understanding the symbols of the flags, what they mean when they're hoisted on the beach in the absence of a lifeguard. And the flags by no means substitute for having a lifeguard. So it is something that we definitely have to pay much closer attention to and have the proper lifeguard in place.
Jacques Wooding, Tweet for News.
CIBC First Caribbean unveiled its rebranded regional bank, CIBC Caribbean, on January 30th, promising it is not just a cosmetic change, but a strategic move to position ourselves, they say, as a modern, forward-thinking institution. Speaking during the evening ceremony at the bank's Barbados-based office, Chief Executive Officer Mark St. Hill said the decision to rebrand reflects on our dedication to adapt and evolve with the needs of our clients and the dynamic landscape of the financial industry. In an era of rapid technology advancements and changing customer expectations, rebranding is not just a cosmetic change, but a strategic move to position ourselves as a modern, forward-thinking institution. St. Hill told the audience, which included Barbados Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Mia Amor Motley, CIBC President and Chief Executive Officer Victor Dodgy, members of the diplomatic corps, and scores of excited bank staff, that the bank is on the cusp of a new era of growth, innovation, and service excellence through our rebranding initiative. He continued by saying our new brand identifier is a testament to our heritage, symbolizing the values that have been the cornerstone of our success for the past 100 years. At the very same time, he said it embraces a fresh, contemporary look that signifies our readiness to embrace the future. We want our clients to feel a renewed sense of confidence in our ability to meet their financial needs, coupled with the assurance that we remain rooted in the principles that have guided us since our inception. Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley, the featured speaker at the event, thanked CIBC's President and Chief Executive Officer Victor Dodgy for having, and I quote, the confidence in this country to recommit in this way for us to be a serious part of the global brand of CIBC. It was so easy for you to choose anywhere else, but you chose Barbados, and you chose to recommit after much difficult years. That has not escaped us as a government or a country. I'm sure it has not escaped your employees as well. In the British Virgin Islands, the rebrand was celebrated on January 31st with a staff breakfast. The team arrived to see the new sign affixed above the bank's entrance and a festive air in the balloon-festoned bank hall. They said, and I quote, "Today we are celebrating with pride as we gather to celebrate our new image. As CIBC Caribbean, we are thrilled to usher in a new era of growth, innovation, and service excellence through adopting the CIBC brand," Mr. Fabian Devonish, branch manager and acting country manager, said. Earlier in the month, the team had attended a special event to mark the change to come, highlighting the strategic shift of the rebrand to benefit both business and customer. The staff were fired up for the next phase. The rebranding event in Barbados commenced with a flag-raising ceremony conducted by members of the Barbados Cadet Corps, whose smartly attired cadets 10 national flags, which fluttered proudly in the evening breeze, representing the territories where the bank is located, as well as the parent company Canada and the corporate flag. The rebranding ceremony was punctuated with performances from the island's leading entertainers, RP B and the band 2 Mile Hill, as well as dancers and stilt walkers. The event concluded in dramatic fashion with the bank's old corporate logo hovering in the night sky, then slowly transitioning to the iconic new CIBC brand to cheers from the hundreds of staff and especially the invited guests. Prime Minister Mia Mottley, among the other executives and staff members, also placed items representing the bank's milestones over the years, as well as a letter from the youngest member of staff into a time capsule to be opened in some 50 years. Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284media.com, and of course, like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you again tomorrow. To have a safe and enjoyable evening. Happy Monday, everybody. Goodbye.